Here we are at Pine Coulee Reservoir. Today we're going to do some boat fishing for pike and walleye with spoons. Maybe a little bit of jigging. It's going to be a real nice day. The weather has since subsided. All we've had is rain for the last month and a half. I'm sick of it. Finally, we get out in the boat and we're going to do a little bit of fun fishing action with spoons, jigs, whatever it takes. We're out boat fishing finally. I switched up to a crankbait, tossed it out there, not even 2 minutes in, and got a fish on already. I'm just twitching it through the set. Pretty simple stuff. I'll just get the feathers on here, or as I like to call them, the caliper. Yeah. While I'm doing that, I'll explain a little, give you a little background. I don't boat fish at this end very often here on Pine Coulee. But when I do, I like to get a chance, and it's keep it real simple. Do a little small little shore. What we do is a shore launch with my pocket fisherman. That's my boat in the deep. Small little fish, just like that. And you don't need these big boats for this smaller water application. It's pretty simple. Just 12-foot aluminum, throw it on your truck. Cuts the cost on gas, and when you're fishing by yourself, a lot more fun. Keep the cost down, like I said, and get out and catch some fish. So stick with us, and we'll see if we can catch you some more fish. Yeah, and make sure you have all the right tools. Barbless hooks, simple little Rapala. I don't know what color that is. Kind of an orangey color, orangey brown. I think it's 2 to 4 feet. That's a deep runner. 2 to 4 feet. Could be more. 8 feet, I believe. And I put a steel wire on in case we get those pike, but I am trying for walleye today, so here we go. Next! Now I've switched to Husky jerk, number 9. It's J9. Look at the wobble on that rod tip. See the wobble on the rod tip? That's what you want. So we're going to try some cranking. Caught one on a crankbait already. That was a deep runner, but we're getting flung up in the weeds. The weeds are starting to come up. It's mid-June. As the weeds start to come up, we got to change our tactics more. Throughout the summer months, we might end up just straight jigging or Lindy rigging to get through the weeds. So stick with us and see if we can catch a couple on the cranks. Ah, right on. Got another one on. So I switched back to a spoon. It's getting to the right depth, the right wobble. Spoons has been the fish catcher this year, I tell you. Especially if it's a Williams wobbler. Oh yeah, there we go. Went to the spoon, and guess what? Got the old suspending walleye. Look at that. Just like that. So, cranking systems for walleye. Spoon, cranks, anything cast out horizontal, moved horizontal, trolled horizontal, is cranking systems. And they do catch fish. There's proof right there. So, put on a steel wire, light line, 6-pound to 8-pound test. Medium action rod, 6.5 foot rod. You can feel the strikes and pull real slow, and you'll get walleyes. Nip in at your spoon. So I better get him back in there because he looks like he's a little joked with me. Just like that. Don't be scared to change it up throughout the day, because sometimes the fish's moods can change. I've switched to a bottom bouncer with just a piece of rubber, and bang, I've got myself another walleye. Nothing big, but it's a lot of fun, so I come out here and I can practice. But I'm going to show you a little trick anyways. Get the fish back in there. I'm going to show you something similar to what I did at Travers. So I'll put the rubber on a plain hook. Well, Gamakatsu colored hook, but on a bottom bouncing rig. And I'm going to thread the rubber on like so. I'm going to make this one weedless so I can pull it through weeds, because the weeds are starting to come up. And I just make it so the tip is just barely coming through the rubber. Now that hook is weedless. I got heavy enough main line, so if I do get a pike on, I have a shot at them. But they do have sharp teeth and a nice bottom bouncer. hooked on my casting rod with a barrel swivel, so it takes up the line twist. Control that real slow too, and that works well. You can cover water quickly, you're still trolling, and then if they get more finicky, I can either Lindy rig them or jig them. So don't be scared to change up during the day, because if you're not getting bites on a spoon or a crankbait, you may as well change up. Sometimes the crankbaits are tough to fish at this time of year because the weeds are coming up. So all you're doing is wasting time cleaning the crankbait out. Spoon, same thing, but it goes up above the weeds a little more, so you've got still more chances to catch fish on a spoon. And if it gets really tough, then you go with the weedless system I just showed you, and you'll get the bait in the strike zone every time. Steady troll, catch fish. Like I said, slow troll, using a bottom bouncer. Got another one on. There we go. It's that easy. You don't even need bait. You can catch walleyes, any fish, if you put your mind to it and set it right. And this is a homemade rig. I tie these myself, and it's just catching walleyes like crazy. Well, let's get her back in there and see if we can catch another one. Just like that. Nice pike, eh? Spooning for walleyes, get a nice pike. Look at the size of that. We'll see if I can get the hook out. Get the spreaders on them. There you go. Nice fish. Let's see if I can get a good grip on them. Yeah. Spooner for walleyes, and you catch pike like that. So we'll get him back in there. He's bleeding a little bit from trauma. There he goes. Just like that. Already. Hey, look at that. Ralph's on to a pike. Wow, I was trying to spoon up some walleyes. It's a good sized pike. Oh, that's a nice one too, Ralph. Let's keep the drag set a little bit. There you go. Size pike. Got no leader on there.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do this without a landing net and try not to get wet. Oh, single hook. Look at that. Hey, don't even need to touch them. There we go. Just like that. Another nice size pike. Here at Pine Coulee Reservoir. Good. Ooh, he's been hooked once before. I think it's the same dummy. Bobo, you like my pliers or something? It's barely hooked. Look at that, just like that on a red and white. Hey, he threw in a rotten wrap, and there it is, just like that. Got a nice little walleye. Oh, he landed in the water. I'm gonna go help him. Young snowy owl?
Yeah, they're just babies.
He's pretty. Yeah, it's alright, not gonna hurt him. Okay. He's hissing and everything. Look at that. Nice takeoff. Oh yeah, there, look at the little bird following them too. Now if you can find structure with cover, you'll find the fish.